This is a big honor for us. So I'm going to ask Emma to introduce the group.
So we're the seniors from Mount Madonna School in California, and this is our Values and World Thought program. So our project that we're here for is called Vidya Dharma. So we've come to India to gain a greater understanding about ourselves and our worlds. And we do have questions prepared for you, but if you have any opening comments you'd like to make, we'd be happy to hear them.
First of all, welcome to Dharamshala, and also welcome your interest in Dharma, also in Tibetan affairs. Dharamshala is a bit difficult place. There might be a lot of inconveniences, but in spite of that, you choose to come. That shows your deep interest. So that's all. You can go to your questions. I will try.
Hello, my name is Susie. Yesterday, His Holiness told us that the purpose of education is to reduce the gap between perception and reality, or to move towards the truth. We were wondering what your views are on education in relation to finding the truth.
My view is not different from His Holiness' view. Actually, the Buddhist concept of education, we do not differentiate education and training. Training and education is one or the same. To train the mind through a discipline in order to awake the inner intelligence of the individuals. The wisdom is inbuilt. The wisdom is of the individual quality, but that quality is being covered by so many different conditionings, and that's why he or she is unable to use the inner intelligence or inner wisdom to discriminating the right and wrong. And the purpose of education is to free the wisdom of the mind from those conditioning. My late friend, you might heard, Jiddu Krishnamurti used to say, education means awakening of inner intelligence so that the person can flower in goodness. Once your intelligence is awakened, then you become free. And that means you have a free judgment of the right and wrong for yourself. And therefore, you always do the good and you are flowering the goodness. So this is my viewpoint of the education, and particularly the Buddha said that you need discipline, moral code, and then thereafter you need a concentrative mind. If you have a certain degree of moral discipline and you have a concentrated mindset, then you will be able to awake your wisdom. And then after awakening up your wisdom, then the truth is before you, the things are clear for you. Okay?
Hi, I'm Lily.
Hi.
When asked about progress and the achievements of the West, you have been quoted as saying, "What we have achieved is the amplification and enlargement of our vices." Is it possible to achieve intellectual and material progress without the enlargement of vices?
That all depends what you define progress and development. And the Western concept of progress and the ancient and Eastern concept of progress is altogether different. So if your concept or your definition of progress is to increase the satisfaction of sensory mind, then in that matter, I don't think the progress go along without any voices. And because the Western model of progress is the exploitation of human greed, and you exploit human greed, and therefore you forgot the human needs, and you are unable to differentiate between the need and the greed. And all your needs have been taught by the producers, and you have no freedom to understand what is really your need and what is just imposed upon you as an object of greed. So therefore, if the progress is only for the satisfaction of sensory mind, then you always try to exploit the human greed. Actually, if you look to the human history for the last around 250 or 300 years, then the humanity become so-called industrialized, and the direct result of industrialization is to produce goods much more than the requirement, the need. Then these producers have to find a market, and they very cleverly understood that human greed can be exploited very easily. So they exploited human greed, and then they need more and more and more unendingly. Actually, purpose of shoe is to protect the feet when you walk around. But then our greed has been exploited. We forgot the purpose of shoe. Then we pay more attention about the color, about the shape, about the design, and then you need one shoe for morning work, and another for bathroom, and third is for office, and the fourth is for another game, and for jogging and for hiking. So you will need more than a dozen pairs of shoe for your only one pair of feet. Then that is also coined with comparison and competition. Comparison and competition, wherever is a competition, there is vices, because one have to look for one's own victory and the other's defeat. So that is all, from that attitude, all kind of vices are being produced.
Hi, my name
Hi.
is Anna. What aspects of your time as Prime Minister have been most rewarding, and which aspects have been most challenging?
First of all, the correct designation of my post is the chairperson of the Kashak. We never designate as a Prime Minister, but in English language, Prime Minister can be used. So I worked in this office for the last almost 10 years, and I am by nature a very forgetful person. I cannot remember things. So the things come and went. I do not remember what was the biggest challenge and what was the most happy occasion. But during my tenure, I was able to do few things which was of my liking and my own, which represents my own concepts and ideas. One was the basic education policy. Of course, it was adopted by the Parliament, but the draft was of my contribution, and in which I was able to spell in detail what is education and what is the purpose of education, what is the expectations from the education, and then particularly for the Tibetans in SL, what kind of education need for them. So if you interested, you may have that document from the Department of Education, and it is translated into English. That gives me satisfaction. Of course, it is difficult to implement in totality, but we are able to make some kind of contribution. Then I was able to legalize all our activities, and particularly the financial resources and the financial management of the Central Tibetan administration, and for all the Tibetan settlements, we are able to make them completely transparent, legal, and also moral. So all projects, developmental projects and other things, we have put 4 cross-cutting criteria before accepting any work or project. We have to examine from these 4 criteria. The first is non-violence, whether any work or project which will cause directly or indirectly any kind of violence. That was the first criteria. And the second criteria is eco-friendly. Any work or project, if we undertake, will it directly or indirectly cause harm to the environment and the ecosystem. And the third is sustainability. There are many things which are temporarily very profitable, but they are not sustainable, and we also look for sustainability. And the fourth is the output, the benefit should reach to the poorest of the poor. So through these 4 cross-cutting criteria, we undertake all the developmental projects for the Tibetan settlements and the Tibetan diaspora. So these are something which we are able to incorporate in our working system, some kind of moral-based principles. And then my effort was to convert all the agriculture settlements for organic. These are the few things which I can remember with happiness. Then of course the biggest challenge is to engage the PRC leadership, and in that front I was able to conduct 9 rounds of dialogue with the PRC leadership, and we are also able to reach a kind of logical conclusion of our engagement with them by submitting a very comprehensive memorandum for genuine autonomy to all Tibetan people. And that memorandum is now public domain, in the public domain. And then this memorandum was misinterpreted by PRC people, and again we are able to give them a clarification note. So that is also in the public domain. So now they will not able to blame us or blame His Holiness that we are seeking separation or independence. So these 2 documents explained very clearly and in detail what autonomy His Holiness and Tibetans in diaspora is looking for. So this, it is a challenge, but at the same time we are able to achieve something out of that. Okay?
Hi, I'm PK.
Yeah.
And you once said in reference to China's actions toward Tibet that the so-called civilized community is unable to stop them, condemn them. We are unable to prevent such action from happening. Sometimes I have a tendency to lose faith in humanity. So for me to hear someone of your stature say that at times they start to